2026. Can you guys believe it? It's already, what are we, halfway through February already, 2026. And I feel like this is a great day for me to get another video out there. Why? It's been quite a while. I don't even know, 4 months, 5 months maybe. I want to talk a little bit about the energy of the past 5 years and what we're moving into and why today is such an important day. 2020 gave us the opportunity of 2020 vision. We were all given the opportunity to see where we were blocking ourselves in our life, what we were going to choose moving forward for ourselves, for our families, our friends, what we wanted to take with us, what we wanted to leave behind, how we wanted our legacy to be left. And we were all given that opportunity. Some of us were in very difficult positions where we had to make choices that were head over heart. Whether we still cared, yet it needed to be a more logical thinking rather than moving from emotions. And this is not easy. After 2020, moving forward, you saw so much division. I lost many friends due to my knowledge, my perspective, and rather than being able to have a conversation, an intellectual conversation, which was beneficial for us to speak, like just speak to each other, many people were so closed off and not able to have those conversations. So sometimes it's easier to remove somebody like that from your life. Even in the Bible, it talks about fleeing from narcissists, psychopaths, and sociopaths. Flee. Give them the opportunity. When your boundaries are not respected, you flee. Moving into 2021, 2022, it was a very dark time for many people. Many people, especially the end of 2020 going into 2021, many of us felt such a disconnect from community. We felt alone. Certain events took place during 2021 to kind of give people more of a hope for, was it 2021? 2022? 2022. So 2021 was like a breakdown of community, isolation, your choice on how you're going to live your life. Are you going to continue to maintain the toxic patterning, or are you going to release yourself and shift and grow? 2022, 2023 was like, it was like, here is a view behind the veil. This is the truth of what is happening. How are you going to receive this? And what are you going to do about it? And then 2023, 2024 is purging. It was a lot of release. It was a lot of whatever had been built up, whatever you were walking away from, whatever you're changing and shifting in your life, you're leaving it behind. Or you're continuing to try and hold on to that rope, hold on to the reins, trying to control where the carriage is going, even though the universe is trying to rip it from your hands because it doesn't serve you anymore. You're going into a different space. And so it's trying to rip these things that are holding you back and holding you down and keeping you stagnant. And you're trying to have such a tight grip because it's so comfortable in this place that you've created for yourself, which is actually like so uncomfortable. You're now comfortable in that toxic setting, the toxic family dynamic. Family not having to mean blood, family being what you surround yourself with, who you surround yourself with. and the universe trying to rip it away from you. Well, guess what? Today is the shift. Today is that shift to the new earth where you now no longer have control over anything that you have been trying to hold on to, that the universe has been trying to rip from you. Why? Because you're going to be forced into it. And this is a very uncomfortable place for many because they've maintained this, or their perception is that they've maintained this grip of control over people, places, things, potential outcomes. This is like, rather than them choosing over the past 6 years to focus where they were supposed to focus, to release what they were supposed to release, now it's going to be ripped from their grip. And it's going to be very painful for many because they chose to ignore all the signs. Rather than choosing growth, rather than choosing to focus on you, focus on your legacy. What are you building? What are you creating? You're choosing to focus on your toxic family dynamic, your perceived form of control that you think you have. It's going to be very chaotic internally and physically for these people because they lack accountability. Rather than choosing to surrender and be accountable and step forward and like stop and correct these wrongs that they've committed, they continue to like try and keep a mask on, which has been sliding off their face for the past 3 years. Because energetically, especially getting to the grand solar maximum where we're at now, where it's like, you're being forced. You can look at all the published papers on how they've studied the energy of the grand solar minimums and grand solar maximums and what occurs physically in the world when these moments happen. And you see revolutions and you see changes in structures and corporations and people and their passions and how they choose integrity. You're forced into releasing what you've been holding so tightly to. So I want to talk about all the things that happened today, celestially, energetically. So first you have the new moon. It was a new moon today, 7 o'clock Eastern, so earlier, like 15 hours ago. And it initiated the solar eclipse, the Ring of Fire. Now, the long-term shifts of this new moon, this energy of this new moon is going to be carrying forward over the next 18 months. It's bringing transformation in personal, romantic, and professional life, your relationships. It's bringing profound evolution in how we relate to communities and collective futures, which is amazing for those of us that have felt like so disconnected, whether our communities were ripped from us from smear campaigns and false allegations, or whether we were... I myself have been resilient my whole life. I enjoy my time alone. I also enjoy my time around other people. So isolation for me is like, don't put me there, because I will do so much in that space of isolation and I will thrive. There are many people who are unable to be in isolation and thrive. They need the connection. So that's all shifting. So we're going into this communities and collective focus now. Connection, purpose, deeper. Okay, so intensifying desires for deeper connection and purpose. Now, the thing is that, okay, so we're in the shadow, the pre-shadow of the Mercury retrograde also. So This is where communication can be tricky. Okay. So you need to practice discernment, stay grounded, because you can feel a blurred reality. And so this is where you need to be cautious for illusions and certain people and what they have to say. So then the solar eclipse, the Ring of Fire, so it encourages introspection for your identity, your community, and future-oriented love rather than immediate romantic outcomes. So it's all based on relationships and communities and connections. So we're also, Happy New Year to my Chinese friends and anyone following the Chinese zodiac. Today is the Lunar New Year. So we're moving into the year of the fire horse. It's a double fire horse or triple fire. I think maybe it's triple. Now, the year of the snake was 2025. So because we follow the Gregorian calendar and not the lunar calendar, in the West, we have been out of 2025 for a bit. Energetically, the shift is today. So the year of the snake gave people the opportunity to shed their skin. Again, many people are still trying to cling to this idea of what they've known. And people, especially when you choose growth and transformation, people will try to tie your old story to you currently, even though they haven't known you for years. And so this is where the illusion is up to you to discern, like fact from fiction. And so these people who have trying to keep their old skin on may believe that you are still who you used to be, because they have no clue who you are now. And they couldn't even fathom it, because internally they chose not to do that work. So they would never be able to relate to you now. So remember that. If anyone comes with attacks or words or trying to not necessarily blackmail you, but you know what I mean? Trying to cause issues, ground yourself and just stay focused on your path, because this is a huge transformation energetically. And again, you're going to be sucked through with a whirlwind if you have not prepared, because you're being forced now. You were given all the signs the past 6 years. You're now being forced into this transformation, whether you like it or not. And those of us that have done the inner work, those of us that have done the deep healing and constantly focusing on building that foundation where it's unshakable, it's a smooth transition. So anyone who is still not in alignment for this shift you'll witness them in chaos. Do not allow their projections to be filtered through you. So the fire horse symbolizes energy, freedom, bold action, and forward momentum. Traditions include family reunions, red decorations, lion and dragon dances, fireworks, giving red envelopes, and cleaning homes to sweep away bad luck. And so this year is renewal. It's family and cultural pride. And this festival lasts about 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. And then it ends with the Lantern Festival. And also, Ramadan begins. Ramadan is an Israeli holiday. And it starts with prayer this evening, and they fast. And so it's also based on the lunar calendar. So the next new moon is when it would conclude. So prayer and fasting. Now, fasting doesn't always necessarily mean food. Fasting is removing or shifting over consumption. So you could fast from food, you can fast from relationships, you can fast from what you're watching, over consumption of whatever you're programming yourself with. So fasting can be anything. Alcohol, I've heard of many people doing like dry Januaries. I don't know. It's all when you are in alignment, you feel what is right and what is wrong. You feel what you need to do and when you need to do it. And right now, you are being magnetically pulled into your next timeline, the next portion of your journey. And the more you fight it, the more you fight the universe trying to remove people, jobs, things from your life, the more chaotic it's going to be. People have been given the opportunity, not just for the past 6 years. I know of people in relationships for over 10 years. They've known they were supposed to leave and they still chose to stay. And the crazy thing is, so many people are selfish. They are selfish by keeping people around that don't make them happy, that they lack support within the relationship. I know several people where they've chosen people just, whether it's because of money or because of some status symbol or whatever it is. And the selfish part about it is that you choosing someone you're not fully fulfilled with means that the person that would fulfill them the most has been waiting for them to come around. So you settling with somebody else who isn't for you means that the person that you are meant to be with is waiting, even though you've missed your opportunity now, because this shift is like, it's changing everything. Contracts that were supposed to be, guess what? You missed your opportunity. There's new contracts being formed. And so not only did you miss your opportunity, the person that you chose to stay with, who's now also been suffering because you settled with them, their person has also been waiting. And so now 1818, now it's just a full-on shit show because your selfish desires to choose this perception of, like, it's not even a perfection. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to tell the universe that this is good enough. And rather than me seeing all the signs that I'm not fulfilled, she's not fulfilled, or he's not fulfilled, and we're both suffering, and now our kids are suffering, and this is the year where you're having everything ripped from you. Stop blaming other people, because you're the one who still chose to be in that situation. And I'm not speaking to anyone directly, just so you know. There's many people floating through my mind that I know are in these situations, family included, and this is the lack of fulfillment that many people are feeling. Well, 2026 is going to be the year that it all crumbles. You see it in the corporations, you see it in the media, you see it in friends and families' homes. This is the shift. And whether you like it or not, we may lose some people because they really, really refuse to be accountable. and they refuse to actually do what's right. So be the one who changes and shifts and transforms, because that ripple effect will go to the people around you, the people in your life. And when you choose to be in truth, I feel like I'm a I don't know if it's a pastor or a preacher or like whoever goes into the confession booth. You know, when you're in the confession booth and there's like the wall there and you don't know who's on the other side. And so you go in to confess your sins and then you're forgiven, and it's like, I feel like that guy on the other side of the wall sometimes. Because I'm in truth. I speak truth. And so what happens is people confess themselves to me. And sometimes they're like, I don't even know why I told you that. It's because my energy dictates truth. I seek truth. I speak truth. I expect it back. So energetically, that's what comes back to me is truth. Raw, unfiltered truth. You wouldn't believe some of the things I hear sometimes, and people are probably like, man, why the heck did I tell her that? And I don't tell people's personal business. That's like... So anyways, I wish you only great things because you live in truth. And I know that that's why you're seeing this video now, because you're seeking truth and you're really seeking community and connection and authentic connections. And I just want to say that no matter what happens, have that mustard seed of faith. Know that it's all working out. It's all coming together, and this year is the year. It's all aligning, it's all shifting, and this triple fire horse is gonna it's gonna bring you in full speed. Mwah. Bliss for each and every one of you. 2222.